Raahy wins Jebel Ali feature, double delight for Sheikh Hamdan. The third fixture of Jebel Ali season on Friday afternoon officially featured a 1,000 meter conditions contest for 3-year-olds, and it proved the perfect opportunity for Raahy to double his career tally and opens his local account in the process. 10 may have started, but his 8 would never really been able to get involved, with Raki's blazing a trail on the far side rail under Ryan Coratello, and with most of his rivals burned off by the halfway. The exception was Raahy, who chased the trailblazer under Adri Deveres, who asked him to throw down a serious challenge, entering the final 200 meters. About 100 meters later, they gained the initiative to score costly on his first appearance for Jabba Ramadan, and they have a luck syndicate, a winner over 1,000 meters on fast ground at Lingfield in June last year. For George Scott, the Brazen Bear gelding made 4 UAE appearances for Fauzi Nas early this year, arguably highlighted by a 5th place finish under De Veres against his elders in a handicap over Jebel Ali 1,000 meters on his dirt debut in February. Ramadan said, "We were keen to get Adri, who rode the horse for Fauzi Nas and is of course a very good jockey. That was very pleasing." De Veres added, "He was a good horse I know well and ran some good races against older horses last season, so back in his age group and over this trip we thought would really suit him." The meeting kicked off with a 1,400 meters maiden, for which only 6 went to post, and the race developed into a duel over the final 300 meters between the two runners owned by Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, deputy ruler of Dubai and US's Minister of Finance. It was at about that point that Pot Hops hit the front on Masali, settled by his main employer Doug Watson, with Dan O'Neill retained by the owner almost immediately challenging Ali Rashid Al Rayez's Al Hadir. The latter appeared briefly to draw level, but Dobbs's mount pulled away in the final 50 meters. The 4-year-old hard-spun gelding, fulfilling the promise of his debut, went third over the same course and distance a month ago. Watson said, "We've actually had him a couple of years ago, but has had a few problems, and we had to be patient with him. We've always liked him though, and we are very pleased with his debut, so we thought he had a nice chance today, and it proved." Dobb added, "He's a lovely horse, has done that well today, despite still being inexperienced, and should improve on that." Sheikh Hamdan's world-famous blue and white silks were then again first and second in the following 1,400 handicap. O'Neill choosing correctly this time, combining with Raya to land the spoils aboard El Morib. The pair running on too strongly for the same owners is Fawarik, partnered by Sim Hitchcock for Watson, settled in 4th of the 8 runners, always travelling strongly for O'Neill. El Morib sauntered to the front 400 meters from home, always looked to have matters in hand hereafter. A 6-year-old gelded son of Ravens's Pass, it was a 4th career success, but first leaving since Richard Hannon in Britain, making his local debut in March 2019. That said, his previous 11 UAE outings had included finishing both 2nd and 3rd on 3 occasions, so the victory was somewhat overdue. O'Neill, who had only 2 rides on the card, said he deserved to get his head in front after some good, solid efforts, and I was always going well. He then quickened nicely and was probably in front plenty soon enough, but I didn't want to waste the gap when it appeared.